Well, within 25 seconds of the restart, Akimbaye gets his second of the night. And surely, good night, Torquay. Darren Eady getting away down the left-hand side. Good low cross. Akimbaye, thank you very much. Well, it's just what Torquay wanted to avoid at the start of the second half, giving away another goal. Now it's just really a question of whether they can keep things respectable. Away by Pryor. Now in dark, looking for space to turn. Newsom though can get it away. Curran bringing it down well. Now O'Riordan looking to spread it wide for Hathaway. Away from Such. Across the teasing one. Pryor actually probably didn't need to play it, but easy to say from up here. Clearly opting for safety first at this stage. Teasing cross from Hathaway, but nobody coming in on the end of it. Pryor could have let it go, I think. So can Torquay salvage something here, I wonder? Hathaway playing it short for O'Riordan. He might try the shot from there. Well, they're all swung a bit, but swung straight into the arms of Andy Marshall, I'm afraid. And O'Riordan trying to lead from the front. Space and time for the shot. Outside of the boot. As you see, swerving straight into the chest. Now Hathaway. Hathaway again. Torquay showing that they can pass the ball. Trying to match Norwich a little bit for skill. This is Ndar. Showing nice skills to get round Pryor. And then charges him off the ball. And Torquay with a free kick. O'Riordan and Hathaway together. Maybe O'Riordan to take it. Played short for Hathaway this time. Looking for space to get a shot in. And Ian Hathaway restores a little bit of Torquay's pride. His first of the season. And Torquay deserve that for their efforts, I think. Neatly worked free kick. O'Riordan just chopping it short. Chance looked to have gone for a moment. Hathaway jinking inside and curling the ball in off that post. O'Riordan. Now Kelly. Such bringing the ball forward. Cross in towards Sheron. Appeals for handball. Akimbaye looks a little disappointed. Ball coming in. Sheron just curling it in. Is there a suspicion of handball there? Well, Akimbaye certainly thought there was. Bowen. Inside for Crook. Bowen with the header. They're lining up. Sheron puts it away. Well, Mike Sheron gets his second of the night. And really, you won't get a much simpler one than that this season. Mark Bowen getting away. Lovely header down. They were queuing up on the far post. And Sheron makes it 5. Ashley Bayes will be disappointed. Not the happiest of returns to the side. So battling back from that knee injury. Well, certainly no shortage of goals here at Carrow Road. But unfortunately for Torquay, too many of them coming at the wrong end. Buckle, playing it back for O'Riordan. And Barrow with a chance to get a cross in. Away by Darryl Such. Buckle battling for it. Came off Pryor, away for the corner. Reardon opting to take the corner himself. Almost fell for Lee Barrow. Chris Curran was trying to get on the end of it at the near post. Eady brought down by Buckle. And he's going to get a yellow card, I think. Very few bad-tempered tackles in this game, but, well, Buckle guilty there of a little deliberate pull-down. No real malice, I think, but referee not really left with much of an option but to book him. Looking to get it away. Out of play. Referee just having a word with Chris Curran and Eddie Akinbaye. A bit of pushing and shoving, I think. More a case of handbags at 10 paces than anything serious. Bowen. Akinbaye. Missing Sharon this time. Torquay with the chance to break away. Given away again, though. Now Newsom. Spreading it wide. So Scott Stamps in the way. Doing well. Such. Just losing his footing. It's a good ball forward. Sharon coming on it. Hayes was out quickly. Good ball for Hathaway. And Cox and Hall making their way into the middle. This is Stamps. And Cox battling hard for it. Using it to Akinbaye. Akinbaye has got Sharon outside him. Sharon with a chance. Oh, good covering tackle from Ian Gore. Looked as if Sharon was going to make it 6 for a moment. Akinbaye bringing the ball forward. Sharon outside him. Gore exposed a little, but recovered his composure very well. Corner played in towards the far post, off the line. Buckle it was, I think, who got it away off the line. Almost number 6 there. Buckle, I suppose, doing the job he's supposed to. Carl Simpson is penalised. That'll be a red card for Carl Simpson. Simpson's second bookable offence. And he goes off towards the dressing room. So not the happiest of debuts for the 18-year-old. O'Neill getting it forward. Headed away by Gore. Now Reardon finding Hall. Kelly. Wide for Hathaway. Stamps has gone a little run ahead of him. Played inside for O'Riordan. Now Stamps. Hathaway. Torquay getting men forward into the box. Kelly. O'Riordan trying the shot. Took a bit of a deflection. And Marshall able to do the clearing up. Don O'Riordan hasn't managed too many goals in his reign at Torquay. Just a couple, I think. Wouldn't mind another one tonight, I bet. Akinbaye with the header. Gore! Oh my goodness me. Ian Gore puts the ball past Ashley Bayes. He can hardly believe that his goalkeeper had come out. And that, I'm afraid, makes it 6-1 to Norwich. Well, Gore just looking to head it back to his keeper. Bayes had come off his line, and the ball was in the back of the net. One of those situations where it looked as if the danger was going to be cleared. Sharon just causing a bit of a problem. And there you are. Get the feeling it isn't Torquay's night. Reardon looking to play it wide for Stamps. He was just doing enough. Well, Ashley Bayes will be disappointed, to say the least. Curran with the header. Reardon. Henry getting in the tackle, but falls for Hancock's. And then gives it away. Sheron. Now Mills. Such. Bowen. Looking to set Akinbaye away. Gets in front of Curran. Now O'Neill. Oh, looked as if he was caught by Buckle. The referee close on the spot, deciding that that was not a penalty, much to the disappointment of the Norwich fans. O'Neill getting space in the box, and he did seem to be bundled over by Paul Buckle, but referee well positioned. Sheron playing the long ball forward. Akinbaye has got away from Ian Gore. Can he control it? Akinbaye, oh my goodness, over the bar. Sheron it was who played that long ball forward. Akinbaye always looked favoured in the chase. Pace taking him away from Ian Gore. Gore doing well to get back inside him. And then he rather got underneath the shot. Curran with the header. Now Buckle. Inside for O'Reilly. Kelly. Moved wide for Hathaway. Deep cross towards Hancock. Hancock getting the header in. Too far over the top from Richard Hancock's. Not too many opportunities since he came on. A deep cross from Ian Hathaway. Hancock's climbing well. Just over the top. Hathaway looking to take on Mills. Now Hall turning well. Pryor across with a header. Big smile from him. Mark Hall should know Spencer Pryor pretty well. A pair of them were together at Southend. With the corner. Torquay have piled men forward. We to no avail. The corner struck in that particular area. The manager will be disappointed with that one. Hathaway. Cross in towards the far post. Curran was trying to get on the end of it. And the referee brings the game to a close. The final whistle, which I suspect will be greeted with some relief by the Torquay players. Adi Akinbaye getting a couple of goals. Mike Sheron getting two as well. And Torquay thoroughly beaten in the end by a Norwich side who look destined to make a swift return to the Premiership. The final score then here at Carrow Road. Norwich City 6, Torquay United 1.
So plenty for Torquay to do in the second leg at Plainmoor on Wednesday, October the 4th. Hampton.
Nadar can't make that one. Warburton reaches it instead. Forward from Winter. Good glance on by Pinto. Nadar running onto it. Jamie Nadar has slotted it into the corner of the net, and Torquay United have taken the lead. It was Jose Pinto's header into the path of Jamie Nadar, which released the striker, and he didn't need a second invitation. Burns, and it comes. Grayson trying to reach it. Oh, and it's a nasty one. Kelly's gone down. Neil Grayson with a high boot, and I think it's Tom Kelly who's caught it in the face. He got the ball away, but he also took a whack for his pains. The yellow card for Neil Grayson. And Tom Kelly with a nasty gash to the left-hand side of his face. He's going to be taken off on the stretcher. O'Riordan at the back post. It's gone straight in. The corner swung in from Buckle. Don O'Riordan at the back post headed it back in. Jose Pinto is claiming a touch. And it's in the net, and Torquay lead by 2-0. Good cross by White. And Grayson arriving, got the header in, and Bays has done well to block that. Wonderful cross by Jason White. Neil Grayson arriving at the far post, got in the header, and it was goal bound, but Ashley Bays was across to cover it. Well, it's Torquay's turn to make a substitution. Jamie Nadar, who scored the first goal, making his exit. And on comes big David Bing, the youngster. Oh, good save on the line by Woodman from Curran's header. Pressure not cleared. Barrow gets it forward again. Pinto. The shot is blocked at the last minute. And finally, Northampton clear it. Good corner swung in there. Chris Curran climbed highest, and Andy Woodman reacted to block it. Torquay coming under increasing pressure. A poor throw in, though. And the appeals for handball, and the linesman is flagging, and Mr. Wilkes has pointed to the spot. The throw was taken by the Northampton player straight to Hancock's, and inexplicably he handled it and has given away a penalty when there was absolutely no danger. Here is Chris Burns with the penalty. Bays has saved it. It's a poorly struck one from Burns, and Ashley Bays is down to gather it very comfortably, really. Curran. Good distance on the clearance from Curran. Mark Hall running onto the loose ball. He's got around Sampson, and Hall has gone down. And Mr. Wilkes has pointed to the spot. Not surprisingly, really. And I think Ian Sampson may be leaving the fray. And the second penalty of the game, and Ian Sampson receives the red card. The Northampton defender is on his way. Good ball over the top from Curran. Mark Hall using his speed to run onto it, and he got the wrong side of Ian Sampson as far as the defender was concerned. Sampson brought him down. Professional foul, off he goes, and Torquay have a penalty. And a chance to wrap up the points in some style. Paul Buckle will take it. He hasn't missed from the spot this season. Here we go. And he slots it home to make it 3-0 to Torquay. Paul Buckle in injury time. Torquay's third of the afternoon, and they lead by 3-0.
I was very pleased with everyone, to be honest. I thought Ashley improved 100% on his sweeping from the other night. The back four was steady. Stevie Winter came in and did a great job. I felt it right back. The midfield with Mark Hawthorne, who's been out for a while, I thought both him and Paul Buckle stuck at the task very well indeed. Two lads up front, two centre forwards, scored goals, which was a big bonus. You know, it's been crying out for someone to get off the mark in the centre forward position, and Jose slotted in nicely, set up Jamie for the first one, and he scored the second one.
Obviously, you know, you think to yourself, oh, when am I going to score, when am I going to score? But, well, today, you know, everything fell into place because I've been working hard and believing in myself that I will go to score. And, you know, as I said, it fell into place today.
So, a much-needed victory for
East Anglia. They were behind after just 2 minutes at Layer Road. Tony Adcock getting the final touch to put Colchester in front. The home side added a second goal before half-time with a powerful header from Robbie Rynett. Any hopes Torquay might have had of staging a second-half revival faded when they conceded 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes. Peter Corley got the first, and Adcock grabbed the second with a spectacular lob which deceived keeper Ashley Bays. There was some consolation for Torquay when Mark Hawthorne was hauled down in the box and Ian Hathaway stepped up to score from the resulting penalty. But within a minute, Adcock had restored Colchester's 4-goal advantage, completing his hat-trick in the process. Substitute Scott Stamps did manage to grab a second goal for Torquay, but their chances of reaching the knockout stage of the competition now look decidedly thin. Argyle manager Neil Warnock had missed the game at Home Park.
Mixed week for the Gulls. An excellent home win last Saturday, followed by that midweek cup defeat at Colchester. Tom Kelly, Paul Buckle and Jamie Ndar all passed late fitness tests. And our commentator at the McCain Stadium was David Croft.
Lucas forward looking for Thew. Ritchie once again with a little flick on header. Good ball in. Shot and a good save from Ashley Bays. First save of the game from Ashley Bays. Struck well but he got down well to his right. A comfortable save. Good head from Kelly. Ritchie to Doria. Page is trying to hold it up. Reardon, though, tries the back pass. Cannoned off Ian Gore, and Scarborough on the break. Don Page just lays it back for Doria. Swung in first time to the far post. Will fall with Charles, and that's the first goal. Seven minutes gone, and the Torquay defence, which has already looked shaky in the opening minutes, has been breached, and Steve Charles has made it 1-0. Barrow up to halfway line. O'Riordan gets the foot in. Lots of headers and strong tackles flying in, and the first booking of the game here. Jamie Ndar's going to be spoken to by the referee, maybe. It's Jose Luis Matteo. The referee didn't like what he was seeing. He went in a bit strong on Jason Rocket. Lucas clears up to Charles. Down the line to Page. Page with his back has to play it back to Lucas. Lucas's first time ball finds Charles some space. Ritchie in the centre of the area. Oh, and a great save by Ashley Bayes. Ball hit forward. Matteo's tangling. This could be trouble. The referee's reaching for his card. Now Matteo is on a yellow card already, as is Jamie Ndar. Ndar's looking very desperate about the situation. He thinks it's him that's going to be sent off. In fact, it's Jose Luis Matteo. He's off, and Torquay are down to 10 men. High hanging corner aimed at Barrow to Ndar, and off the line. Jamie Ndar rose so well. Lucas will try again. This time it was Barrow who cut it out. Todd nipping in there, and Todd will carry on. He's onside, looked up to make sure, gets a low cross in. Dorio in the centre, and that's 2-0. Finds Hathaway. Good control from Hathaway to keep the ball in play and keep possession. Skips past man, gets the cross in. That's an own goal. Torquay are back in it. An unfortunate own goal, but fine work from Hathaway on the near side. And in the end, Stuart Hicks, the Scarborough captain, is the man who makes it 2-1. Rocket cuts it out. Hathaway will find the ball at his feet on the edge of the area, chips it across. Right full for the substitute. Curran, good save from Ironside. And that would have been a dramatic finale to this game.
The start that we had didn't help us, and then to go down to 10 men was left us with a mountain to climb. But even then, I said at half-time, there's no excuse. We can still get a result out of this, and we nearly did. But we've come away with nothing to show for it. A lot of good effort in the last half an hour, as we say, and with 11 men, we might well have done it.
Disappointment then for Torquay, but if you are a United fan, don't miss out on our coverage of the Coca-Cola Cup in the first half with commentator Martin Dean.
Newman looking for Akinbaye. Flag has stayed down. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I don't know whether Adi Akinbaye was expecting the flag to go and perhaps just losing a bit of concentration there, but possibly the best chance of the game so far. Rob Newman's ball into the middle. Akinbaye, I think, looking for the flag, and then, well, making a complete hash of things, really. Kelly then with the free kick. And Mills hustling him out of it. Now Newman looking to switch play. Winter stretching for it, succeeding only in giving the ball to O'Neill. Chance for Norwich here. Early ball played in towards Akinbaye, and Bayes coming off his line and handling very safely. First time he's really been called into any serious action, Ashley Bayes. Good run from O'Neill. Just got away from Steve Winter. Plenty of men coming into the box. He opted for the early cross. Akinbaye was lurking, but Bayes equal to it. Sharon again looking for space to turn. Kelly making the challenge, but not really making it full-bloodedly. Now Adams with a chance to get the cross in. It was off Lee Barrow for the corner. Neil and Adams again together at the corner. Floated towards the far post this time. Danger here, but hooked away, and again by Tom Kelly. I think his initial clearance taking Mike Milligan by surprise a little. It's certain of it the second time. Raw with the header. Now O'Neill once more. And Dar tracking back, trying to make life difficult for him. O'Neill still going. Sharon. First touch, had it been a little more positive, could have caused a few problems. Ullathorne. O'Neill's got away in some space. Three players in the middle. Can he get a telling cross in this time towards Sharon? Sharon with the header. Well, he got it down, which is rule number one, but failed to get it on target. O'Neill getting the cross in early. Sharon in the right position. I think he'll probably be disappointed not to have made better with that. Or a flat clearance. Kept in play well by Hathaway. Number two, sending Bing away. David Bing with a chance. Gunn doing well to block it, and again. David Bing holds his head. Knows that was a golden opportunity. He'll just come onto the pitch. Cheer setting him up nicely. Gunn narrowing the angle well, and doing well to recover as well. David Bing, youngest player ever to play for Torquay United. He's a 16-year-old. Winter. To go around the outside. In the corner. Good pressure from Torquay now. So Luis Mathieu taking up a position in the middle. Cross towards the far post. Still not cleared. Barrow with a chance. And Lee Barrow puts Torquay United in front on the night. And he looks absolutely delighted, doesn't he? And they haven't forced too many corners. Ian Hathaway's deep cross. There's all sorts of problems in the middle. It dropped for Barrow, time for him to control it. And he thumped it into the roof of the net. Norwich will be disappointed with that. Jose Luis Mathieu has just signed a 3-month deal with Torquay. Having been on trial. A bit of a mixed start, of course. A goal in his first game, but sent off last Saturday at Scarborough. Ullathorne with the cross in. That's awkward for Bayes, and it's gone in. Oh dear, oh dear. Ashley Bayes caught off his line. I can hardly believe it. And Robert Ullathorne puts Norwich City back on level terms on the night and restores their 5-goal advantage on aggregate. Just really a speculative cross. I don't think it was intended as a shot. Bayes was off his line, despite all the backpedaling, couldn't keep it out. I think that has to go down, really, as goalkeeping error. He'll be disappointed with that one, I'm sure, Ashley Bayes. Stamps again. Keen to see if he can get space for a cross. And wins the corner. Torquay applying a little bit of pressure again. Surely Barrow will be lurking on the far post once more. Possibly a little more closely marked this time. Held in by Hawthorne. And Lee Barrow puts the ball into the net, but did it come off the hand, I wonder? Well, the Norwich players are claiming handball. Lee Barrow is claiming the goal. Curled in towards the far post. Barrow going up for it. Looked to have taken up a good position. And off the arm. Needy this time with the corner, played in towards that near post. Newman on the end of it. Oh my goodness. Polston was coming in on the far post. Newman at the near post. Between them, the two big central defenders causing all sorts of confusion. Newman getting the little flick on. Fell for Polston. Newman almost putting it in fact, at the second attempt. Late with a little flick on. Now Newman. Falls for Stamps. Cut out by Newman. And now Mills, all over the top. Fleck in pursuit. And he's just picking it up on the very edge of the area. To calm everyone down. Still underneath that one. Falls for Winter. And Hawthorne trying to get it forward. Hawthorne in the way. Winter then with the throw. Actually trying to get on the end of it. Knocked away by Hawthorne. Gore. Now Milligan. Mills. Adams. Nice little turn inside for Milligan. Adams has gone for the return. Fleck in the middle. So too is Carey. Gore making a bit of a mess of the clearance. Oh, a cracking goal. Well, Darren Eadie has been threatening to do that ever since he came on. Torquay guilty of not getting the ball clear when they had the chance. Really, Gore should have got rid of it there. Once Eadie found the space, no mistake with the shot, right into the corner. Hawthorne, headed away by Kelly. Now late. Hawthorne looking to turn it back for Gunn. Kelly underneath it. Late. I'll find O'Neill. Gore has come across to make the challenge. Now just taking it away from him. Good cross in as well. Danger here for Torquay, and that's number 3 from Danny Mills. Well, Danny Mills, it's his first goal. Delighted he'll be with that, I'm sure. All started though really with that lovely run from Kevin O'Neill, whipped in a superb cross. Torquay just failing to get it away. Mills having time to bring it down, plant the ball to that same corner. Torquay get the free kick. They'll be in some hurry to take it, I think. Still a little bit of pride for them to play for. Do they like to get at least a draw out of this game? They won't manage that because there goes the final whistle. The final score then here at Plainmoor. Torquay United 2, Norwich 3. Norwich win 9-3 on aggregate.
So now Torquay and manager Donna Reardon can concentrate on that midweek cup performance. So could they build on that up at Edgar Street and yesterday's match against Hereford? Let's join David Croft.
Lloyd, Ellis Late's gone over to try and hustle him a bit. Lloyd manages to get the ball upfield. Just down below is a good ball knocked through for Steve White. He's onside. Just holds it up on the edge of the area. A little back flick for Nicky Cross. Cross taking a run. It came off the back of Lee Barrow's heel. And in the end, Travis can clear, but makes a real mistake, a real hash of the clearance. Flicked on into the area, and a great save from Ashley Bayes. Torquay defence really stretched as the ball came back across. An instinctive shot on the volley, and there was Bayes just to palm it away. And early trouble for Torquay United. Turned inside, Wilkins slips it inside to Cross, tries the shot. Always going wide, but Ashley Bayes had to watch it all the way. Stamps took his time a bit too much, and that was well won by Hereford. Flicked inside, looking for White. And across came Lee Barrow to clear the danger. Looks like that's Richard Wilkins has gone over to take another long throw. Dean Smith has made his way into the area, and that's who the throw's aimed at. Smith gets the first flick on. Stamps clears it only as far as Stoker. Back out to Wilkins, gets his cross in, looking for Smith in the middle. And over the bar. The danger cleared, but only for the time being, and there was Smith with a header in the middle. Just over the bar. Hawthorne swings it across, Mackenzie jumps and drops it. And still the referee's whistle hasn't gone, might fall for the shot. And Buckle has his effort blocked. The back of the midfielder for Hereford, Keith Downing. Everyone waiting for the referee's whistle to blow. As Mackenzie appealing for the foul. It didn't come. Both sides struggling to keep possession in these conditions. Sean greedy to say the least. Good turn though by Nicky Cross, tries the shot, it cannons off Kelly, finds Wilkins across into the centre of the area, and there's Steve White, and it's oh so easy. The initial shot was blocked off the feet of Tom Kelly, and a little cross coming in found Steve White totally unmarked at the far post, and his second goal in a week makes it Hereford 1, Torquay 0. Bad pass, and Hathaway's first touch not as good as it could be, but he keeps possession nonetheless. Crosses over, looking at the far side, the header coming in, Hall in the centre of the box, and over the bar. Almost an hour of football here at Edgar Street this afternoon. Kelly now skips past the first challenge, runs into Keith Downing, but is helped out by Mark Hawthorne, who finds Barrow. Inside to Kelly. Kelly tries a shot, and a good save by Chris Mackenzie. Well, a chance from nothing really there for Tom Kelly. Found a bit of space on the edge of the area. Not much power behind the shot, but plenty of direction. And Mackenzie did well to dive to his left and just parry round the post. Hathaway tries the chip and scores! And Torquay are level again. They've been trailing since the 44th minute. And a superbly worked free kick makes it Torquay 1, Hereford 1. And these dangerous moments in the Torquay defence, as Evans has it again. Forward to Cross. Inside looking for White, could fall to Wilkins. And Hereford snatch it at the death. Oh, poor luck for Torquay. Intense pressure on the Torquay goal. Some neat passes on the edge of the area. Wilkins was put clean through. Nobody picked him up. And Ashley Bayes could do nothing about the shot that beat him in style. Hereford 2, Torquay 1.
Spirits are high, but as I say, you've got to lift that. You can't go around sulking all the time. And as I say, I'm pleased with my performance, but at the end of the day, we haven't won, so really, I'm gutted.
So more disappointment then for Don O'Riordan. Let's see how that result affects Torquay's position in the table. United just 2 places off the bottom, but at least there is a 5-point gap between them and the basement club Lincoln. The top of the table makes a diary.
It hasn't been the best of times at Torquay United, with their arch-rivals Exeter City and Plymouth Argyle leading the Division 3 escape charge. The Gulls have been languishing at the other end of the table. Only 2 wins all season tells its own story, and with this campaign 1/5 over, it was time for change at Plainmoor. This week, behind the scenes, a meeting about the crisis, not a crisis meeting, was taking place. The aim to kickstart their season and move up the 3rd division. But just what was said at the get-together was kept firmly behind the Plainmoor gates.
I'm not telling you. It's internal.